One of the main powers of the magician is their eye, their sight. The magician's power of sight is both the highest cultivation of the body eye, as well as the highest cultivation of comprehension of what the magician encounters in the world before them. And the interplay between and the fusion of the power of the body eye and of the power of this fuller internal comprehension, also called sight. With both of these sights, the magician sees the world. The magician sees illusion. Illusion is not the lack of or hiding of sight, even though the term seems to suggest that. Illusion is the use of light, the use of pattern, the use of code and conditions to see, to cause sight. When we speak of appearance in the world, appearance is sight. The magician sees what they have called, and others also see what the magician has called. The practiced magician has the power to influence and suggest what others see, especially if the others are not undeceived themselves, i.e., they have no magical practice. That's precisely why we would describe the result of magic as an appearance, because it is the fruit of the power of the body eye and of the internal eye. Thus, when the magician organizes conditions and conducts magical conversations, the culmination of the conversation is the generation of an image, seen, an appearance, something for the eye, either the body eye or the internal eye, or both. The storyline or purpose of why a particular illusion or appearance or sight was desired in a person's life is another matter. So the why is one question and answer, but that's over there. Immediately for the magician, regardless of storyline and desire, the generation of the magic is a generation of sight, of what is seen. Intake from and appearance for other senses may also be included as types of sight. The entire human body is able to receive signal of various kinds and to transmit signal of various kinds, and this constitutes experience for the self and for those we influence. I invite you to no longer see by default, but to see by practice. From time to time, and perhaps daily for several long minutes, sit somewhere in your village, somewhere in your environment. Slow down and be present. Rest your eye upon something, a tree, a wall, the soil, the road, and allow your body eye to intake information from it much more thoroughly and deliberately than perhaps you normally do. At the same time, unhook interpretation and internal dialogue from what you are seeing. You may not be able to turn the internal dialogue off completely. That's okay. But breathe through it, loosen your hold on it, and allow it to come and go without grabbing hold of it. Allow that debris to release. Simply see. And remind yourself that you are seeing a pattern. You are seeing a set of conditions. You are seeing a generated image. And be in wonder at that. Smile. And P.S., a reminder that when I say image, I don't just mean light spectrum. I mean a form generated with all its properties. But it's an image, a coded set of properties that has arisen from the life force field. Remember to alternate the practice of seeing with the practice of sensory rest. Rest your sight daily. Review video 45 for that teaching. Gradually train yourself to see in this way all the time as a practice, as a magician. You can also do this slower, deliberate exercise with your other senses. Sit and hear. Find some things that you can explore by touch. Also, a small note that we have often talked about the unlimited arts and ways a person can be a magician, the kind of magician you prefer to express as, and the discipline you choose to develop. Some of you may be interested in deep diving your learning and your magic based on a particular sense. For example, a magician of sound. Sound itself would be your art. Just a suggestion that might interest some of you. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next video.